It's nice doing a film breakdown of a win, but this one was still kind of messy. What is up, Fin fans? Doubleheader today. You had the Big O show came out earlier today. I think I released that probably around like 10 o'clock. You got now the film breakdown coming out at around 6 o'clock. So if you haven't yet, you can go and check out the Big O show and me and mine, or whatever English I want to use. The breakdown of last week. Also, you can check it out on the podcast. Spotify. That's the only one I got it on right now. I'm trying to get on the other spots. But it's like an hour long, so if you want to just listen to it while you're doing something, whatever, linked in the description is the podcast. But yeah, we're going to be breaking down some film. I have a lot of timestamps. I'll even show it to you. These are all timestamps. What I do is I go through all of the film and I notice something and I'll write it down. And I'll give a timestamp so I know where to scrub to, so I'm not here forever, because I am actually recording this at midnight. So I write down timestamp and I go through it and I break it down. It is a long and tedious process breaking down film, but I love every minute of it, especially on a win. Just give you a little heads up before we jump into it. Critical of Jacoby Brissett, but I'm also critical of the defense, and I'm also critical of the entire team. I do not favorite one or the other. And if you think I do, then you don't watch my film breakdowns. You might start to watch something, hear something you don't like, and turn it off. That is not smart to do. I am critical of the whole entire team. I am critical of Tua and his interceptions, his fumbles, his missed throws, his missed opportunities, but I also praised him when he does well. Same thing with Jacoby Brissett. I think I have a few in here where he makes really nice throws, but for the most part, the offense stalled. The offense scored 17 points and then did not score a point in the second half against the worst team in the NFL. It's a toss-up between them and Detroit. Same thing with the defense. The defense held the Texans to 9 points, but also on the flip, there was some things here and there that they need to clean up. I'm critical of both sides of the ball and of everyone. So keep that in mind when you watch, and try to get through the stuff that you don't like to hear because you don't agree with it, because I hear that a lot. I had to stop watching you because you said this, and I can't. Maybe if you continue to watch, you'd hear, oh, he actually does point out the bad. I try to make these videos short so you can watch the whole thing. It's hard because you saw the amount of work I'm doing. But if you are a Patreon, you get to see the whole entire, probably hour, maybe long video of me breaking down everything. And if you're a member, you get to see this beforehand. But without further ado, let's jump into this. Okay. So this is the first drive. Dolphins got the ball first. This is the first drive. It is now, they ran it, went nowhere, which you're going to see a lot. And then he tries to throw. Jacoby Brissett tries to fit it into Gesicki, incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 10. That is the one thing. That is the biggest difference I'm noticing in this offense between Jacoby Brissett and Tua. Because that's essentially what I have to do now, because Tua might not even play against the Houston Texans, and the best ability is availability. And the fact that he isn't available or the Dolphins are holding him out is stupid. And I don't like it, because how am I supposed to assess him, me as a fan? But first drive, Tua scores touchdowns. Tua scores. When Tua is at the quarterback of the Dolphins offense, they score. Look at the amount of points Tua puts up against the Atlanta Falcons, against whoever, and look at the amount of points Jacoby Brissett puts up. Tua scores. That being said, this is a 3rd down play on the very first drive. And on this play, he's going to have 4 routes to develop, but these two defenders, I was going to say defensive ends, but they're defenders. I think you got the nose tackle, the defensive tackle and the defensive end. They're going to pull a stunt. It's going to go to the inside, and he's going to go to the outside. That looks like a butt. But that's... Hey, I'm a child at heart. They're going to pull a stunt here, and Liam Eichenberg's going to struggle, because at the point of when someone's finally open, it drops back, he could dump it off here. Again, the first down is at the 33. So he could dump it off here. That's not going to be a first down. He knows it. He's looking, and you can see right here, Liam is having a hard time with that stunt. No one's really open. He hasn't made his curl yet. He hasn't cut inside yet. He hasn't cut outside yet. So he has no one really to throw it to. And then by the time he sees potential, like if he's thinking of throwing it here, that's a friggin' interception. So maybe it's good because that's where it looks like he's trying to throw it to, right here. And that's an interception. Maybe it's good that his arm gets smacked and the pass doesn't get off. But this was his shot here at a potential first down. But if you saw, again, we'll go back and we'll look at the defensive line here. If you look here, you'll see at the point where, boom, he hits, then he's going to go the outside. Austin Jackson's going to have to take him. Eichenberg's going to have to take him. I think this is Patrick Laird's going to have to come in and block and release. And you just see, you never want to see your offensive lineman going back. You see how he doesn't have his foot planted, his foot's forward, and he's going back. The bull rush won here, and Liam is instantly struggling. Rips off, and then incomplete. No one was open by the time the pressure got there. So, and again, he could have dumped it off here, but 41 most likely would have made the stop before he got to the first down. That's not on Jacoby Brissett there. You know, a lot of times I get on him that someone's open. He should have thrown it. He should have got the ball out quicker. That there is on the offensive line on the left side, mostly on Liam Eichenberg, just getting beat bad. And you saw it. I showed you. The bull rush got to him, and it was just bad on the offensive line, 3 and out. So this is the interception by Jevon Holland here. You're going to see Tyrod Taylor kind of give, I think, number 15 a sign, or actually I think it's 13, because the routes that are going to be run here, he's actually just going to, it looks like he just goes up and blocks. Which I don't understand. It looks like he's running a deep corner route, and he's going to be running an in route. But he kind of starts to go up at some point. Like it looks like it's supposed to be an in route, but then he starts to come up a little bit. But I'll show you at some point he starts to, Tyrod Taylor starts to give, I think 13, a sign that he's going to change the play up. But this, and I know I'll show you why that is, because he's going to be blitzing. They're sending a big blitz at Tyrod Taylor because this is third down. And I loved that the Dolphins went back to that aggression, went back to blitzing. And you see where where Jevon Holland is. So, again, the route by 13 is going to be a corner route. And you see where Jevon Holland is. He's all the way over. So there is no one over here. So he knows that on this route, he's going to pull Byron on the inside, and then it's Nick Needham in 13, one-on-one to the corner. I got it all day. Listen, whatever. Again, I'll play it. You see. Actually, let me rewind. Sorry. It's a good disguise by the defense and by the defensive coordinator. See how he's giving him a little something, letting him know, hey, you know, I got the safeties up here. It looks like they're sending, 5 or 6 at me. I'm going to just toss it up to you. Because it looks like the way Jevon Holland is moving with the motion, he's following him. So he thinks it's going to be an all-out blitz. I got man-on-man. Just hit that corner, and we're good. But they do send the all-out blitz, and all of a sudden, Jevon Holland drops back into coverage. Here comes the pressure, and he's like, screw it. I need to throw it up to him. I know he's still in that corner. Boom. Jevon Holland's first career NFL interception. And it was just a great play and a great disguise by the defense, having Jevon Holland shadow the tight end, making it look like it's man coverage, then having him drop back into a zone. The pressure got to him. He knows I have him. Not realizing. There goes Jevon to get that interception. So this is play action. This is actually a nice throw by Jacoby Brissett. If I'm going to be nitpicky, which you're 2 and 7, so I'm going to be nitpicky. You don't deserve a lot of praise on the Dolphins. It's going to be 2 crossing routes here. Dolphins love to run that on play actions. And he's going to hit Jalen Waddle on his crosser. He hits him a little late. And again, that's me being nitpicky. I said he did. It's a nice throw here. He gets time in the pocket with the play action. Play action here. Boom. It's got time. You're seeing a little struggle bus city here, but he avoids the pressure, gets it up. But you can see open. And again, this is me being nitpicky. I understand this is me being nitpicky. It's the little hiccups he does. Boom, throw it. Just throw the ball. But what does he do? He again, I'm being nitpicky. Gives a little hiccup here. Steps up, open. See that little boop boop? I guess he's setting his feet so he makes the throw, but you can see it's a little behind. So Jalen Waddle has to kind of come back to make the catch, but it's still a nice catch and it's still a nice conversion here. We'll see it again from the other angle. You can see more of him. Just the center getting beat bad. Steps up. See, he burped the baby. I don't know if you guys caught that. He burped the baby. Again, I'm being nitpicky. I understand I'm being nitpicky. Throw it. A little hesitation, but you could see it's... Actually, no, I hit him right where it needed to be. It's a good throw. Again, a little nitpicky. Throw a little sooner. But good throw by Jacoby Brissett and a conversion there, and very happy. This 100% is a play designed for Mike Gesicki. This is the catch. He's just running a go route. Kind of a little bit of a fade, but he's kind of just running a go route. And Brissett doesn't look anywhere else. It's made for Gesicki to be thrown to, and he puts it off a little. The pass is off. Throws it before Gesicki can even turn his head around. You have two guys down here with potential. You could hit a Waddle here for whatever, but it's a play made for Gesicki. Just like last week when Tua doesn't look to his left side. I know people got critical. Oh, he just looked at Parker and he just threw it to Parker. The play is designed for that. It is a 50-50 toss-up. The play is designed for it. If we're going to get on Tua for tossing it up to Devontae Parker, who makes the catch, then equally get on Brissett here for tossing it up to Gesicki when he had a potential here for Waddle to maybe break off some. But that's what the play is designed for. You got your man one-on-one, single high safety. You just toss it up to Gesicki, get it to him. A little inaccurate, but again, we'll look at it from a different angle because the light just messes up the camera here. Just makes they need to re-sign this man. They need to give him an extension on his contract. Play action here. Again, doesn't even look to the other side. It is made. You have a single high safety. He is over to the one side of the field. Just give Gesicki a shot here. Toss it up. And just, if he does not catch this, it's probably an interception. And just one-handed catches it. This isn't the last time he does it in this game, but they need to re-sign Mike Gesicki. So this is a run play, and me and Big O talked about this earlier today, if you haven't checked that out, where I say, my biggest thing with Gaskin that bothers me is he dances too much. He doesn't just plant his foot, hit the hole. And he makes a very good point that he's probably shell-shocked. He's probably so used to in training camp and in the joint practices and all that stuff, just not having time to do anything. But you'll see here it's going to be a handoff to Gaskin, and there is a lane for him to hit, right? Right here, dead center. 43 is cheating over to this side, but he has this lane right here because he could bounce it here, but 43 is cheating to that side. So you have Jesse Davis blocking his guy. You have the linebacker cheating more to his left, his right. So you plant your foot and you go. You hit this lane, and it's potential pay dirt. It's a potential touchdown. You just hit the lane and go. Why? What are you doing? Just go, man. Why do that? You get it and go. See how you're already in the position to run forward. Just run. Why do that? Why did you go into the back of Jesse Davis and then cut it to the inside? That gave the linebacker enough time to come over. See that little stutter there? Just hit the hole and go, man. And that's where a lot of people say we need a running back. I understand that some are fans of Gaskin, but when it comes to a pure rusher, he's not there, and he dances too much because that could have been a touchdown. It could have been an easy touchdown with his speed. Just hit it and go. This is a play where, again, the Dolphins need to continue doing this, and hopefully we start winning games that probably people don't think we should. They're going to blitz Nick Needham here, and you can kind of see that he's going to blitz him because he's not really focusing on the receiver. He's more watching the quarterback. So before the ball's even snapped, he starts going. But the pressure gets to him and forces him to throw, well, not even throw a bad pass, helps, we'll look at it on the other side. I think that is, Christian Wilkins gets his hands up off the pressure and just, no, it is actually, I think that is Butler, smacks the ball down. They need to do that more often. They tend to fade away from it in the third, fourth quarter. They need to consistently do this because I'll show you more plays where the pressure helps cause turnovers and the pressure helps, cause bad passes. Here's the interception. You're going to have Waddle here essentially running across like a deep crossing route. It seems like you're going to have Gesicki here running an in route. Mac Hollins looks like he's going to come over here and go in. And I think this is Adam Shaheen. He's going to be coming in motion. It's going to be, I think this is play action. But he tries to force it to Waddle after the pocket breaks down, and he scrambles, and he forces an interception here. And again, at this point, the Dolphins are up 7-0. So have potential to continue this drive. It is also second down. And you'll see here, I'll point as Shaheen coming in. So it kind of makes it a strong formation. Play action here, drops back. Clean pocket here. Waddle isn't even ready to potential, like he's not even looking, but you have Gesicki here looking at you. Dump it off to Gesicki because you already know that Waddle running this deep route is pulling the safeties deeper. You got all these men in their zone playing underneath. You have your cover two deep safeties to stop this from happening. You have a clean pocket here. You see that you have Mac Hollins with the potential because all these guys are staying underneath. Hit Gesicki with this. This is on Jacoby Brissett because he has a clean pocket here. He's got a blitzer coming here, but he's got a clean pocket. He's got time. He's planted his feet. Throw it to Gesicki. But he waits, and then he rolls out. And again, at that point, all hell broke loose. If it was any other quarterback, if it was Josh Allen, if it was Deshaun Watson, if it was Aaron Rodgers, any of these mobile quarterbacks with a ridiculously good arm, he has a strong arm, but he's not a mobile quarterback because you see Waddle here. You put this ball here right now. You let that sucker rip and you put it here. That's a touchdown all day, every day. You're throwing what? Where'd they start? They're throwing about a 70-yard touchdown, 70-something yard touchdown. But he has the arm, but again, he doesn't have the mobility. So again, he tries to get it off. And again, at this point, if you laser that to him, it's a touchdown. He's trailing him. He came up. It's a touchdown, but he floats it. And he allows the safety to go back. Interception. Any other quarterback, not Tua. And I'll say this, Tua's not making that throw. Unfortunately, Tua doesn't have that type of arm, especially on the move. Tua's not making that throw. Jacoby Brissett's not making that throw. But if the Dolphins did have somebody like Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, whoever, they're making that throw. That's a touchdown. Heck, if Tua was at quarterback, I'm thinking he's throwing it underneath to Gesicki to get the first down because he was open. But I understand wanting to go big. I understand wanting to make the big splashy play, but neither one of our quarterbacks is able to make that throw. But what I love is the very next play. Texans have the ball. Dolphins are going to be blitzing right here. They're blitzing Nick Needham. And he gets right in because the Dolphins at this point play very good defense. He's not even looking at this open guy because he could drop the ball off right now. Boom, real quick, get that open. But at the point that he's like, let me look, these guys are covered, look on the other side, boom, just a big hit from Nick Needham. We thought it was a fumble. Jalen Phillips tries to pick it up. He actually does pick it up. But just blitzing at the perfect time to get after him. And if he would have looked to his right and saw the blitz coming, he would have known that receiver was open. But he focused on his left, and he got hit. Just great. And I love that it happened right after the interception. Just love it. Again, if he looks to his right, he's going to get the first down here because he hasn't come down yet to cover that. But by the time he does, just a big hit. But unfortunately, we get the sack. Then they make a pass, making it about 3rd and 7 here. And the Dolphins, again, I'm happy with this move. They're aggressive. They send pressure. The problem is And I don't know what's up with Byron this year down here. Byron's pressing, and I like this. This is what makes me happy. I don't know why all of a sudden the defensive coordinator decided, let's go back to what we were doing. Because look at this. Look at this. They're sending pressure, and they're getting press across the board. Single high safety in Javon Holland, one of our best safeties, the best safety we have. And you're sending that pressure. But unfortunately, the pressure gets there. But if you watch, we're going to play this twice. So we're going to watch the pressure get there, and then we're going to see what happens, right? So watch up here. Pressure gets there, but he gets the ball off just as the pressure gets there. Completed pass for the conversion of the first down. And we'll watch it again down here. He jams him. He's jamming him with the left hand. He doesn't want to get him inside. He wants to force him to the outside. He is looking for that inside move. Jams him and just pushes him off of him. Just pushes Byron off of him. And that is what allows him to get the pass off, to get to it, instead of getting a sack there. I don't know what's up with Byron this year, but just he gets chumped here. Just pushes him off of him. Get off me. First down. Defense played great. Held them to 9 points again. One of the worst teams in the NFL. Held them to 9 points. Ton of turnovers. But if I'm nitpicking the offense, I'm gonna be nitpicking the defense. So this is a run play here, and I think Gaskin was totaling like 1 point something yards a carry, and this is why. We'll watch it and then we'll see what breaks down. Run play here, just he breaks the tackle, but there's just nothing. And seeing guys look down and just standing around like, oh, what I do, just horrible. Should be a lane here. That's what they're trying to do. There's a lot of pulling going on, but Liam Eichenberg's just struggling. That's what causes, and they're just people chasing people. It's just bad. They're young, inexperienced. Am I saying any of these guys should be cut? Any of these guys should be fired from the Dolphins? No. Like all these young guys, Hunt, Eichenberg, even Austin Jackson, they're young, inexperienced. They needed the veteran leadership around them, and Eric Flowers and bringing in some other guys that would have helped more and had these guys grow. They didn't get it. So now they get thrown in the fire, and they ain't doing good. Speaking of great play, 18th overall pick, Jalen Phillips. Standing up here, we're in that 3-4 defense again. And again, this is the thing that drives me nuts about, and I talk about this all the time. I hope that next year, regardless of what happens, I don't think they'll change the defensive scheme if Flores is still there, but I'd love to see him in a 4-3. Now, he's played 3-4 in UCLA, but he was 4-3 in Miami U. And he does great here, and I love the way he's playing. I hate that they take him out and substitute him with Van Ginkel and with Scarlett. I hate that they drop him back. He's just a pure pass rusher. Have him get after the quarterback until he learns other things. Like, they're trying too much with him. But this is going to be an option play. Tyrod's going to keep it, and he can either give it to Johnson or keep it himself. And Phillip Lindsay shows why the Dolphins took him 18 overall, because he plays them both. You'll see here, right? He's playing them both. So he's now deciding, if he keeps it, I'm going to tackle him. And if he gives it to Johnson, I'm going to tackle him. And Tyrod, making the right read, says, I'm going to toss it to him. He's going to have the speed to bounce to the outside. And it just catches up. If he wasn't there to clean up that tackle, he would have fell. Just the speed of Phillips. Man's all over the field. I showed you in previous film breakdowns that he runs 15 yards back to make the cleanup tackle. All over the field. Love the draft pick. So this is the play to Kirk Merritt. He's going to kind of be running, looks like a corner. I think he's running a seam route, but then it turns into a corner when he turns to look for the ball. But Jacoby Brissett underthrows him. At this point in the game, Dolphins are up 7-3. And this should have been a touchdown. I even talked about it in the live stream. This should have been a touchdown. He does get pressure in his face, right? But the Dolphins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keep 7 into block, run 3 routes again, but this one gets open. And he sees it. He sees it gets open because he throws it to him. But again, and I see where a lot of people are coming from. They want that strong arms quarterback. They want that rocket arm. They can work on the accuracy like Josh Allen. Because if it was any other quarterback, this is a touchdown. Because he hasn't beat. This guy's chasing him. This guy's not in position. He starts to come in here, and but you can even tell by the way he threw it. He kind of floats it, and he has to come back to it, and he drops it. We'll look at it from another angle, but he underthrows it. To me, if he puts that ball where it needs to be, Kirk Merritt has a long touchdown pass here. Like, he's out in front, but he has to come back to the ball. That's the problem there. He has to come back to it. He puts it out here, right? Puts it at about the 42-ish. But actually, sorry. Puts it about here. Let me see if I can go back to when he dives for it. See how he has to come back? Instead of having it here, planted right in his hand so he can continue to throw, he has to come back for it. I see where you guys are coming from. I never disagree with where you guys are coming from that you want a better quarterback. The quarterbacks we have right now are not enough. I never disagree with it. Will Tua become it? I don't know. 13 games. But I never disagree when you guys say better. Because if better arm makes that a touchdown. On this play, we have Gesicki here. He's going to be coming up, going in. It's very long down. This is after the sack. It's 2nd and 20-something. And you have Matt Collins here doing a go route. We're gonna. This is another one-handed catch. We're gonna play this twice because I want to show you something. We'll watch Gesicki here, right? Got pressure in his face. He gets the ball off. Boom. Michael Jordan, Air Jordan's tongue sticking out, one-handed catch. Looks like Orlando Gatson making the catch. Gets up. How you doing? Right? It's not first down yet, but it ends up being a field goal on this drive. But what I want you to notice, right? And he's looking for him. At this point, he throws it. But if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you see Matt Collins throwing his hand up. Could have been a touchdown. Watch it again. He's ready to throw it to him. They're making eye contact. He's ready to get it to him. But if he had, and again, I'm not blaming Brissett for this, but if he had a second more, because how much time did he have in the pocket? Let's see. 1, 2, like 3 seconds. He had 3 seconds to throw that ball because he got it out in about 3 seconds. He had Matt Collins down there. But it's still a fantastic catch. Got the ball to him with a ton of pressure in his face. Again, if the offensive line gave him an extra 1.5 seconds, I think he still throws it to Gesicki, but he had Matt Collins for a touchdown. So this is going to be a sack on Tyrod Taylor. We kick the field goal. They have the ball. I think this is the first snap after we kick the field goal, up 10-3. And the disruptiveness of Jalen Phillips here. He's going to come. We're pulling a stunt on this one. He's going to come on the inside, and Emmanuel Ogbah is going to go on the outside. I like when they put them on the same side. It's very disruptive. Watch Jalen Phillips here. Watch how he gets just right in the backfield. Just disruptive. And then Ogbah realizes it, seeing how hard their guard is struggling, decides to pull it to the inside and just makes the sack. Great 1-2 combination. They need to do that more often, and they need to have these two lined up on the same side. Just takes the guard on the inside. Then Ogbah goes on the outside, forces the tackle to make a decision. He can't make a decision. Sack. They need to do that more often. Keep them on the same side. And just have Jalen Phillips consistently have his hand in the ground. Don't have him draw back into coverage. Have him ginkle. Have your best pass rushers on the field at the same time. Very next play, I want to show you again. Jalen Phillips going to get double teamed here. pushes just pushes his man down on the ground, gets after Tyrod Taylor, forces him to throw it away, interception. I love that this was an interception. If you go back and watch the live stream, I didn't know it was an interception. I just love the play of Jalen Phillips here getting double teamed and just pushing the center down to the ground. And he thinks, I'm just going to toss it away. Interception. So just a dual threat of two of my favorite Dolphins, Jerome Baker and Jalen Phillips. I like this play for multiple reasons. One, scored a touchdown. Two, Jacoby Brissett's decision making. And three, the catch. Because it's going to be Matt Collins here. He's going to be running a deep crossing route out of the back of the end zone. He gets tripped up a little bit. But Jacoby Brissett's thought process is, I'm going to throw it, and either he's going to catch it or it's going to go out of the back of the end zone. At least give him a shot here. And he does it with pressure in his face, right? He's got pressure because this offensive line just struggles with sending four. What is Austin Jackson doing here? What are you doing, man? Again, he's inexperienced. But you could see here that he starts to stumble, but he still lets it rip because he knows he'll be here, recovers, makes the catch for a touchdown. We'll look at it from the other angle because it looks even better from the other angle. Puts us up 17-3. 17-3. He pulls him. He pulled a Cameron Wake on him, pulls him forward, makes him fall because he's too front heavy. Something he needs to work on. But throws it, comes out of his stumble, makes the catch for a touchdown. Again, if he doesn't catch it, no one's going to. That's where he throws it. Great play by Jacoby Brissett, especially staying in the pocket with that pressure on him. This is the interception. This is another interception by the Dolphin defense here. You could see sending the pressure, and this is going to be a pick by Coleman here. I think this receiver is just going to be running an in route. He stays with him, and he knows all day. He knows Tyrod Taylor. I've had pressure in my face all day. They get after him. And again, do this more often. Makes me incredibly happy here. Drop two back into coverage, confuses their offensive line. Javon Holland, straight pressure, steps up, thinks he has him. I'm going to dump it off to him, makes the adjustment, picks it off. Just love the play. Because here I don't mind them being so far back because of where the first down marker is. So they're playing the first down marker. And I like that the pressure makes him make a decision quickly, and he makes the wrong one because 13's sitting right here. Xavier Howard's a little far back, jumps on it, but should have thrown it here. But he thinks that he has him, makes the read in front of him. It's the interception. This is the interception. This is gonna be the last play we go over because after this, it's just boring at that point. Again, they kick a few field goals, and the Dolphins offense doesn't do anything. So this is gonna be the last play we go after. A lot of ins, right? You have Waddle here. He's going to be running an in. You have Matt Collins here. He's going to be running a deeper in. And you have Mike Gesicki here. He's going to be running, that is just a horrible line in. You're also going to have Durham Smythe here running an in as well. And the linebacker actually pushes Durham Smythe and makes him fall, which kind of makes Waddle have to jump over him. But it's an interception that shouldn't have been thrown because he has all the time in the world in the pocket. You have all the time in the world in the pocket. Throw it here. You don't have to throw it here. The defender's here. Don't have to throw it here. Throw it here. Throw it to Matt Collins. But he throws it at the defender, who smacks it up in the air. Interception. He's trying to get it to Waddle, but I don't understand where he was trying to throw it to. He threw it behind him. Throw it to Matt Collins. You had time in the pocket. This is the dumb, boneheaded play that Jacoby Brissett makes. I'll show it from this angle. I don't understand where he's throwing it. He falls. You are 6 foot something, and you throw it down like that, hit 90, you hit 90 in the hands. Should have hit Matt Collins for the touchdown. Not a touchdown, for the first down at least. But that's what I got for you for the film breakdown. We won this game thanks to the defense. Offense had some nice drives. One of them did help that it was started in their side of the field with another turnover by the defense. To me, the biggest problem here is the quarterback play and the offensive line play. Quarterback play in the aspect of he made some nice throws, Jacoby Brissett, but he didn't have the arm strength / accuracy combo to make the touchdown throws. And the offensive line was just struggling all day against a very bad Houston Texans team. The defense, you get me 4 turnovers, I'm happy. Again, they missed on a few plays here and there. That's nitpicking. But overall, the defense won us this game, holding them to 9 after giving up 5 turnovers. And they didn't talk about the punt. And there was a few turnovers they didn't talk about. The fumble from Myles Gaskin and the drop punt. I didn't talk about those. There's nothing to break down, really. It's just better ball carrying and ball protection. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the picks, and tomorrow night with the Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens Thursday night game. Hope you guys enjoyed the double header today. Let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to go live around 8:15. Game starts at 8:20. We'll chat before the game starts. Other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy and fins up.